Hello, Ghost Dog here. How's everybody today? Today I am in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I'm on my way up to Green Bay. Gotta get the truck fixed again. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Today I'm gonna do some updates, and then I'm gonna do a little special vid on ghost hunting tips. This was gonna be a Q&A, but no matter how hard I try asking, I just couldn't get any questions. So I'm hoping maybe in the next couple of vids I'll finally get some questions and see if I can answer them. Okay, on to the vid. First, I'd like to give a shout out to all my new subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please tell your friends, tell your families, subscribe. I can use all I can get. I'd like to have at least 100 before I actually start the whole show. I also want to thank all of my followers and my Twitter followers. I've picked up, I can't even imagine how many I've picked up on Twitter. It's just like every day I get 4 or 5. I don't know how that's happening, but I'm very grateful for that, so thank you. Instagram, not so much. I don't know why nobody wants to go on my Instagram. I wish you all would come over there, but until then, you know, what am I going to do? Alright, next item. I've ordered some items. They should be coming in the next few weeks, or the next few days, I should say. And then I'll probably be another couple of weeks, and I should be over some more items. I'm hoping by the end of next month, I should have all my items that I really need. And we'll go from there. Still looking for that truck, unfortunately. I see them all over the place. Matter of fact, there's one parked down from me, and I went over there earlier today to see if I could take some vid. And again, either he wasn't in the truck or he was in there sleeping. And like I said, I do respect other drivers' sleep. You know, we do work hard, we drive long days, and it's very stressful, and we are quite tired. So I want to thank you all for being patient while I'm waiting for my products and stuff, and waiting for my intro to get made. Hoping this pays off. So thank you, hang in there, and keep watching. I'm going to try to upload a video at least once a week, you know, with updates and maybe throw in some other stuff in it. Like today's vid, I'm going to throw in my 7 top favorite tips, ghost hunting tips, that I'm going to share for you. Still only got 2-3 stories. I don't know what's going on with that. I keep asking you guys. I don't know if somebody's not watching the video or listening or what it is. I mean, 20 some odd subscribers, almost 30, and only 2 stories, and that's not going to work. I need stories, legends, and locations from you folks. Now, at the end of this video, or somewhere in this video, I am going to throw up, there's 3 different ways you can contact me. You can contact me through my Instagram, which is haunted_trucking. You can contact me through my Twitter, which I believe is haunted or ghost dog, just simply ghost dog. And or you can email me, which I will leave again somewhere in this video, my email address, which is revcolosso@yahoo.com. That's REVKOLOSSO@yahoo.com. Leave me your stories, locations, so I know where to find you. Alright, so let's get into this. Let's dive right into the tips here. Like I said in my first vid, I've been into the paranormal for a few decades now. Yeah, I'm that old. I've watched thousands of vids and learned a lot of do's and don'ts and some really good tips that I will be definitely taking into my ghost hunting adventures. Here are the 7 most important ones that I'm going to lay out today. Next couple of vids I might give some more tips, so get your pens, get your papers, get your recorders out, whatever, or pause, rewind, until you get it down. But let's get the show on the road. Number 1, using a night vision camera or camcorder. Generally needs an IR light, infrared, to work properly. But there are a lot of cons. Some pros, but more cons than pros. And I'll mention the cons real quick. 1, they're really not for lighting up what's in front of you. Matter of fact, they won't light up what's in front of you. The only thing that you see through the videos and the YouTubes, if you're looking through a night vision camera, is through the viewfinder. If you were on the other side of that light, you wouldn't see a thing. They just don't work that way. They only work for the camera. And generally, the IR lights will only light up about a 5 to 10 foot distance in front of that camera. Anything beyond that, it's just going to be dark shadows and whatnot. And unless you got a really good TV, a big TV, and can zoom in and out and pause, you're really not going to catch much. You know, it might be a shadow figure, but it also might be just a tree. You don't know. That's a bad thing about IR lights. Unless you get a real big one, which will light up about a 20, 30 foot area. And that goes to tell you about IR lights. They are extremely expensive. Why? I have no idea. But they are very expensive. That's why you don't see a lot of YouTubers using night vision cameras or camcorders in their videos, because the cameras are cheap, but the IR lights are just about as expensive as the camera. So, a friend of mine and I were talking the other day. His name is Abraxas. I met him on Twitter. He has his own YouTube channel, Abraxas something or another. I can't think of it. I'll leave a link down below. And we were talking about the IR light, and he actually had a great idea, which I kind of kicked myself in the butt that I never thought of. But he's right. There is a substitute you can use instead of the IR light. It is inexpensive. You can find them anywhere on Amazon. They got a ton of different types on there. They range anywhere from $10 to $50 or more, depending on how powerful you want. What am I talking about? An ultraviolet black light. Yep, just like the ones you see on movies, crime shows and stuff like that. And there's a lot of pros about a UV black light. Unlike an IR light, where you can't see anything in front of the camera, the UV light, black light, basically works like a flashlight. So now you can see what's in front of you, and at a good distance. And on top of that, it works great for night vision. Yeah, it really does. So definitely look it up. Get yourself an ultraviolet black light flashlight. Another good pro about it, like in the movies and investigation shows and crime shows, you're going to see a lot more stuff than you ever thought you could. A lot more you could with a flashlight. Even with daylight, you're going to see stuff that you've never seen. You'll see stains. And you know what kind of stains I'm talking about. You them blood stains and stuff like that you generally wouldn't see. Splatters on walls, which look like a normal wall. Like I said, just like those crime movies. They use an ultraviolet black light. So definitely check into that. You'll be thankful that you did. Okay. Number 2. I've been reading a lot of stories that people are posting. I've actually heard sometimes on a couple of different shows. One of them is our favorite, most popular YouTuber out there that we all love, and his lady friend, Miss Patty. We're talking about using an SB7. And we all know Omar doesn't like to use it. Mainly because someone told him once, and he's actually right, whoever told him this, an SB7 can be used as a portal for demonic entities and demons. Which is true. It's very true. But that can be easily fixed. And I mean, when I say easy, I mean easily fixed. Get yourself a small silver cross. Now I know you're not hunting werewolves, but a silver cross does a lot more than just fighting werewolves. Make sure you get a real silver cross. Not this template, not this imitation or coated silver cross, a pure silver cross. Hence, a small silver cross. They can be pricey. When you get the cross, take that cross and all your hunting gear that you're going to use for ghost hunting, and yourself, find yourself a priest. Most priests will not charge. And if they do, it's going to be very little, maybe 20 bucks if that. Get that cross, especially that cross, yourself in all the hunting gear, heck, even your car if you want. Get it blessed. Yep. I don't care if you're religious or not. Get it blessed. You're going to be thankful for that if you're really into the ghost hunting. Now, back to the SB7. I told you there's a simple fix for that. And I just told you, a cross. Once you have that cross blessed, you take that silver cross, you put it on the SB7 or on the speaker, and when you got that on there, go ahead, ask anything you want. True, demonic voices may still come through that, but that's all that's coming through there is a voice. They cannot come through that cross. The cross literally is a wall, is a barrier, and they cannot go through it. Plain and simple. Use it on a Ouija board. Use it on anything else you think that could be a portal. Put that little silver cross over the top of it. They can't come through it. It's just can't be done. Unless the demon's already in the room before you start talking to them, then you got a problem. But then again, you got that cross on you. A little side note. You sometimes hear some of these ghost shows and whatnot. You'll have their protection devices, their crystal, their beads, necklaces, or whatever they use for protection. You'll hear them start complaining, oh my, mine's warming up. Oh wow, it's really getting hot. And they start freaking out. You know what? Don't freak out. Be happy. The reason you want to be happy is because if that little protection device that you're using, the crystal, the beads, the silver cross, if that baby is heating up, it's working. It is actually doing its job. It's protecting you from a demonic attack. And the harder the demonic attack, the hotter that protection item you're using will get. If it's a real protection item. If it's a fake one or scientifically made, generated, or what do they call it, germinated, ain't gonna work. It's got to be pure. It's got to. Patty will tell you this from G-Team Paranormal Investigators. When you get a cross, you go purchase a cross, you make sure that that thing is real, 100% genuine. Do not play with imitation stuff, because you might as well go out and pick up a piece of plastic. That's all you're doing. It ain't going to do nothing for you. So if you're going to use crystals, make sure it's genuine and very real. And yeah, they got some fancy stuff embedded in some jewelry and stuff like that. It's best to get the raw material, just having the raw material versus having it in the jewelry. It's kind of nice, but just like I said, make sure it's genuine. When you're carrying the cross, I want to tell you a little secret about that. Another side note, don't wear it against your skin. Don't put it in your pocket. If you do wear it on your skin, like a necklace, or you stick it in your pocket, make sure you have a piece of cloth between it. Because if that baby starts warming up, you could get burned. Seriously, you could get burned. So, keep that in mind. Silver cross. Alright, tips 3, 4, and 5 basically kind of all go together, but I'll break them down. Number 3, make sure you eat something before you hunt. You never want to go hunting on an empty stomach. And there's a couple of reasons. One of them is when you're hunting, you're using a lot of energy, and you need energy to continue that hunt. Now, there's more to that saying, but I'll put that at once I wrap all 3 of those tips together. It will continuously feed you energy as you're doing your hunt. Number 4, make sure you get rest. Plenty of rest. You don't want to go into a hunt tired or exhausted. Bad news. You can be easily attached or attacked. Your defenses are down. You're weak. So get some rest, take a nap, whatever, before it goes hunt. Number 5, don't be sick. Don't have a cold. Don't have a flu. If you're not feeling good, call off the hunt. Don't even hesitate. Just call it off. You know, trust me, you'd be better off taking that day off than going on that hunt sick and being attacked. Again, you're weak. Now, kind of wrapping this all 3 of those things together: eating something, getting rest, and don't be sick. And the reason you want to make sure you put all 3 of those kind of together is you need your energy to fight against any demonic or evil spirits that want to mess with you. If you were foolish enough not to go in there with some of the protection stuff like a silver cross. You want all the energy you can possibly muster going into a hunt, because you've heard it a lot of times in the shows, and it is very true. You will be drained. Like the batteries and cameras and stuff like that, your body has energy, just like those batteries. And if you're foolish enough to tell the spirit to go ahead, use my energy, oh yeah, they're going to take it in a heartbeat. They're not even going to think twice, like, heck yeah, it's lunchtime. And if you're not well rested, they'll make you sick. They'll actually make you pass out. They take that much energy, because they don't know where the plug is. They just see a straw and they'll sit until it's dry. So that's why you want to make sure you eat something to keep the energy going. You want to be well rested, and you don't want to be sick. So keep those in mind when you get ready to do some hunting. Number 6. This one drives me nuts. I watch thousands, I think I've mentioned that before, of videos, especially YouTubers. Not so much the haunted shows because they kind of figured it out. But YouTubers, they make a really bad mistake. You're one person. You only have one camera. And 90% of the time, it's facing you. What does that do? The ghost ain't gonna land on your face. The ghost is out there, behind you, in front of you. If you got that camera sitting in front of you, you only got that one camera, how are you gonna get anything? Oh yeah, I've seen it many times. Oh, what, you see that? And they'll flip the camera around. And you know what? It's gone. Ghosts don't stay around. They don't walk up and say, hey, take my picture. No, they don't do that. So, what am I getting at? Try to carry a couple cameras with you. They've got the brackets. You can actually carry a couple cameras. 2, that's why you really never want to go by yourself. That way you have 2 cameras. I would suggest one person have a night vision camera and the other person have a regular camera like a GX7 Mark II. Use a GX7 to do the face profiles, you know, so you can show each other's faces and reactions and whatnot. And maybe catch a glimpse, and when you're facing, you can actually hold it off to the side so it's not right on your face, like in your face. Kind of hold back, and that way you can see what's behind you too, kind of up and to the side so you can see what's behind you besides your face. But with that person, that second person with you, is in front of you, pull the night vision away from the camera and kind of scope it 180 degrees back and forth, and that way they can pick up stuff that GX7 or whatever camera you're using will never pick up. So you have 2 sources, video sources, and it's very smart to do it. Now me, I'm going to have 4 cameras. Hence, my last video, I told you guys I was getting a specially made bracket made. It's going to hold 4 cameras. 1 on me, 1 on my wrist for the device, 1 that's going to be behind me, and 1 that's going to be shooting forward. And all 4 of them are going to be rolling at the same time. Yeah, all 4 of them. Because you see, like in my bio, I'm 1 man, 1 semi, and I got the whole United States ahead of me. So I'm going to need a lot of equipment. Oh, what's next? Number 7. Now this one is probably the most important item on any hunt you could ever use. And this is the one that drives me the most batty, enrages me, well, not enraged, but really gets my nerves why YouTubers don't do this. Out of hundreds of YouTubers I've seen ghost hunting, maybe 1 or 2, and I mean that seriously, out of hundreds I've seen, only 1 or 2 actually use this next device. It is the most important device you could possibly have. Actually, it's more important than that digital camera, believe it or not. And this is one device that any professional, I mean the real pros, ghost hunters, all carry, all use. No ifs, no ands, that's no buts. This is one device that they all have when they do their hunting shows. What am I talking about? It's called a digital voice recorder. There. There. Yes, a digital voice recorder. They're cheap, anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks. You want to get the bigger one, yeah, you're going to pay a little bit more. They got omnidirection, which will cover, what, basically 190 degrees. And they got single source, whatever. It don't make a difference. As long as it's a digital voice recorder. Don't do the tapes. The tapes can be messed up before you even put it in there, even though it's brand new. Do a digital voice recorder. No ifs, no ands, buts about it. Bring one on your hunt. Turn it on. Now, what I would suggest before you do that, go to any store, hobby store, anything like that. Buy some Velcro that will go all the way around your wrist, at least 1.5 times. And what I would do is, and I might even do this, but I think I'm going to be putting it somewhere else. Take that voice recorder, put it on your wrist, wrap the Velcro around it, and then forget about it. Just simply forget that's even there. And when you're done with your ghost hunt, unwrap it, turn it off, and now you have a second source, audio source. Now what's nice about you're thinking, oh, well, the camera's got really good microphones and they're very sensitive and whatnot. You're right, they do. They're very sensitive. But do you know you could have two cameras, identical cameras, sitting right next to each other, and 99% of the time, only one of them might pick up an EVP, electronic voice. You're like, what? Wait a minute, there's two of them. Why only one? Because, I mean, you know what? I really don't know why. It's just, it always seems to work that way. You could be standing right next to another person that has the exact same camera, and only your camera will pick up the EVP. Or maybe only their camera will pick up the EVP. What am I getting at? The voice recorder is a second audio. Now, if you have two or three, and you all three have, two or three have voice recorders strapped to their wrists, I'm pretty sure you're going to catch something if it's an active area. Maybe not off your cameras, but you might pick it off the recorders. So keep that in mind. No ifs, no ands, no buts. If you're going on a hunt, take a digital voice recorder. Again, you can find them on Amazon or just about anywhere, Walmart. They're cheap, but they're good and they work. Make sure you get the ones that you can actually plug into your computer if you're doing your own editing, or they have some that have little SB mini chips in them. You can take them out and do stuff with them, but get one. And remember to, after you download it, save those files, to remember to clear it afterwards. A lot of people forget that. They forget to clear it. And so, give you an idea how important these voice recorders are. I would never, ever do ghost hunt without a voice recorder. Keep my camera in the truck, but doggone it, if I'm doing some hunting, I'm having a voice recorder with me. Because to me, personally, a voice recorder will pick up 1,000 times more than any fancy camera ever will. That's my personal opinion. But I've seen time and time and time and time and time again on all these haunted shows where the pros use it. Most of their stuff comes from that voice recorder. So, alright, well, this is on my second video clip. Believe it or not, I ran out of time for the first time. I'm going to wrap her up. So, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep it between the lines. Ghost Dog